Hello,
Hi,
what's your name?
my name is Chiamaka from Nigeria.
Right, Chiamaka. How are you enjoying IHC 2025 so far?
I'm enjoying myself. I'm very happy to be here
Right,
in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
great. So you're coming from Nigeria,
Yes, I'm
right?
coming
How
from
long was your
Nigeria.
flight?
Okay, I flew for 6 hours to Ethiopia and then from 12 hours from Ethiopia to Brazil.
Wow, that's a long
A
flight.
long flight,
What
real.
motivated you to come on such a long journey?
Okay. I enjoy headache medicine.
Okay.
I want to come and learn. I want to help my people. I want to improve the life of my patients that are living with headache. So
Right.
I felt that I could come, learn more, network with people, so that when I go back to Nigeria, I can offer all that I have learned to my people.
Great. So I'm sure you've made some new friends here.
A lot of friends,
That's
a lot
lovely.
of friends.
Tell us about headache in Nigeria.
Okay, headache in Nigeria. Okay, first of all, everybody treats headache in Nigeria, from the chemists to the pharmacists to the nurses to the general practitioner and then the neurologist. Everybody thinks headache is just a travel illness. So when someone has headache, in fact, I remember as I'm talking now, I remember one of my patients that came with her husband to come and meet me. Her husband came first and said his wife is lazy. Each time she uses headache as an excuse not to take care of the children, make his meals. In fact, he was talking to me not as a doctor, but he was just complaining that he wanted to divorce the wife. So
That's
when
sad.
when he said that, I'm like, can I see her? And he said yes. By the time she came, she was a migraineur, very bad, and she was having chronic migraine. I had to explain to the man that this woman is not pretending. And he was like, common headache.
Yeah.
That's the story every day.
Right. I think that's quite common across Africa and maybe the rest of the world as well, don't you think? Right. So, how do you think we can change the narrative? How are you going to change the narrative in Nigeria?
Okay. First of all, I want to form a headache support group.
Awesome.
So I want to do that immediately I get back to Nigeria. I'm going to gather my patients because a lot of them are actually my friends now. I have their numbers, they talk to me, they tell me everything about headache. So I'm going to gather them so that they will know that they are not alone in this journey. Then I've learned a lot on, why some drugs may work for people and why some may not work. So we're going to, tweak it a little bit so that we can help those that have not been helped. And then finally, I'm going to bring in a lot of cognitive behavioral therapy because, like we were told yesterday, they can actually deal with it. So that's what
Great.
we're going to do.
Are there any headache specialists in Nigeria?
Oh, well, that question, I don't know what you mean by headache specialist, but every neurologist has something for headache. But then 2 years ago, many of us, about 40 of us, did a 1 year training online actually
Okay.
on headaches. We went further than what we've always known, and if that can make us headache
Well, I
specialists,
hope
then
all of you are members of the IHS.
we have Nigerian Headache Society actually.
Awesome. That's
Yes,
great.
we formed it during our NSNS conference
Right.
in February, March this year. So we
That's
are
lovely.
91.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you know there are other headache societies in Africa?
In Africa, well, the newly formed the AHEAD,
What is ahead?
African Headache
Network.
Network.
Awesome. So, how do you plan to help your um, residents in training, your nurses, other healthcare cadre come up to speed with what we have learned today
Okay,
or in this
already my
conference?
residents are throughout this conference. I've been sending them updates on,
Great.
you know,
Hashtag
yeah,
IHC
yes,
2025.
and then I've gotten one that says yes, I want to be a headache specialist. So off we go.
Way to go.
Then for the nurses, I hope to organize some step down trainings for them.
Okay.
In fact, if I could even get some funding, what was in my mind yesterday was to go to the streets, gather all the chemist people, gather people and teach them, but
Right.
that will, be cost a
Takes a lot
little
of
bit,
effort.
yeah, and efforts.
But I
I
think you've
don't
got
mind the
great
efforts.
ideas.
Yeah, I don't mind the efforts, but if the funding can, come along, I don't mind.
I think you've got really great ideas. So what's your take-home message for somebody that's home that did not make it to IIT 2025? What would you tell them
Join,
about coming?
join IHS.
Join IHS and make sure you are at IHS 2027.
Oh, yeah,
See you.
yeah.